Alright, welcome back to this game. Is the recording good? Yes. So last time bad things happened. Bad things happened, I'm sad. This time we're gonna have, oh right, her body's just still there. Alright, we gotta investigate for clues.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide on what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're gonna put someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the corporate decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. Well, you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can look for Mondo. Who's Mondo? Oh, we let Mondo look after oh, Jojo guy. No, you can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious if you're the culprit? What's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op ace defense of two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. I really hate this guy. Sometimes. I don't know. He's a dweeb. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. So I'm pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. Huh? Huh? What's going on? We can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward. Good point, well made.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. Think you hide behind him? So shocked I can't even open her mouth to talk. Or she's the killer! Ever thought of that one? I think she might be the killer. I hope she's the killer. I fucking want her to die, 'cause she's a bitch. That's violent. You feel me? Consciousness crash. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. You're a fucking loser, I swear to God.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh.
Heh. So you finally noticed.
Crap.
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Oh, what are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died. Oh no, I'm gonna be the one blamed. What? She's right. Then could it be all at once? Everyone's gaze turned towards me. Hold on a second, got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes has done a complete 180 from a few minutes earlier. Feeling suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it. Great, thanks, Celeste. I knew this was happening. I actually knew this was gonna happen when I figured out she died in my fucking room. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it. If we find out who did it, then the only person textbook to get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. Okay, well, I guess it's time to, I don't like pronouncing your name, so I'm stupid. I touch her wrist to check for pulse like they do in movies and stuff. Do you think there's gonna be a fucking pulse? She's literally impaled! Like 5 different places, fucking dead. But she really is dead. No shit! No fucking shit, she's dead! Nothing else said she was gone. No, I even bother to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Oh, just wait a second, she's dead. That means everything happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no, somebody save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
I hate that she says that every time. You're just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom and find out who killed Sayaka. You have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually.
I'd rather you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. Gotta check my phone. I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
I'm gonna say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch is here right now and they figure destroying that evidence, they're not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Right.
So.
I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know. Are we gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We
Anyway.
don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sa. You're a fat cunt. She's not that. What are you implying?
This
It
is
was
very.
you. I'm telling you, wasn't. I really don't like this girl. I mean, I get where she's coming from, but since, from my perspective, I know it wasn't me. I fucking hate this girl.
So.
I guess we wouldn't have to give it a shot. It's not sure that Nigel's guilty yet. That's true. May as well just check, just to check. Even if I want to, I couldn't help but investigate. Yeah, 'cause she did it! She fucking did it! That's what she thinks the big deal about this whole thing! I'm not good with the blood. There's literally a dead body 2 fucking feet away from you, you piece of shit. I'll take this one glimpse in a blackout.
yeah?
I don't think I was expecting much from you anyway. Oof. Right, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. What's the place? Everyone already left. And their parting looks at me still been filled with suspicion. Did everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do you have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will die.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Guess I should look through Monokuma file I got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. Fuck it, I don't care. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we could all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Seriously, don't want to die here. I beg you, God, boot up Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. Monokuma, just get me out of here. He's even prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you gonna help investigate Chihiro? You can't leave her here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay, well, I guess it's my time to fuck off then. Alright! First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime in my room. I'll make progress on investigating there. So head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Of course, still remained. Yeah, a little bit. I reveal something new. Okay, so we got this. Computer guy has my name on it, so it must be the room key. If I remember correctly. That's right, I'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too, so Sayaka would have the key in my room the entire time. Boy, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Does Saika have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Saika. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure you absolutely won't open. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock or open for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere. Someone else grabbed it or something. That's not possible either. Saika isn't here when we switched rooms. Best case, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have even dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching groups of that to the truth bullets section of your handbook. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Doesn't mean it's using the attack somehow, and plus, it's been taken. I have a sheath. I haven't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised. It's coated in blood too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off with parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember the coating sticks even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword. Alright, cool. There's scratch marks everywhere. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? I'm clicking my spin something if I remember. Damn, if I was ready, everyone only heard something.
Wait.
Yeah! We know. It's padded walls. That would not have been possible, huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. Something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you can know. Perhaps there's another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for the murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Okay, so... Where's the sheath? Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. It must have been, something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone uses a sword during a struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It would just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? That noise is from the game. I'm going mental, I swear. Alright. Table flipped over. Here, not the table. Do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Alright.
By the way...
Now, I realized something else on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body. I mean, there's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman... Oh! So, alright. Keep this in mind, I guess. Someone raising their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
dead. If I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. What if it's another woman, though? But what if it's a girl that did it?
Yo.
I'll get sorted out when the time comes. I am recording a video right now. I'm gonna be getting annoyed right now. Let me sort out when time comes. You, back there. Thank you, I like all your images investigating the area, but... Oh, she's noticing.
What are you doing?
Oh shit, I forgot I have a voice.
Isn't it obvious? No. Not really. I'm searching. Searching?
He was down there and he's carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Okay, can we go into said bathroom? Okay, so... check the drawer, I guess. The cool kid's still inside the drawer. There's no evidence that's been used.
Yo.
So
what?
We're going to be building fucking furniture, right? 7 years either then.
What?
Actually, nobody's busted theirs out as far as I know. Actually, talked about it yesterday.
By the way.
Then the guys opened their toolkit check because why the hell would we? Evidence. Evidence that was prob one of the girls. What's that? There's a story on. You're dead. You guys doing a bit like someone attacked you. What the hell happened here? Evidence of struggle. Yeah, we already knew that. Give me a second. Let me just fucking. Alright, cool. That person I said I was recording, they said suffered and kept spamming, so do not disturb mode. Alright.
Well.
Okay, so camera. Untouched, it seems like. Lint roll. Why do I keep thinking it's a fucking camera? I'm trying to clean up a little. Okay, so we found the keys. The garbage can is not related to it. That's a shadow? That's a bad. Look around first. I want to not, you know. This camera, master bunks to keep it down. Everything that happens. Let me just keep on watching. Oh. Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't think they're open right now. Anything. Am I blind or something? What? I feel like I clicked everything. I should look around here first. Alright, maybe it's something over here. Now I think more about it. Could be like the doorway. I checked the room first of all. You're the fucking worst, I tell you, man. Ceiling. Anything in the ceiling. Anything at all that could be of use. I already checked the fucking drawer. What have I not checked? That's what I haven't checked. Well, I'm not like a video school press. That's literally everything in the room. Right? So let me go out into. You can check other spots later. Well, have you ever thought that maybe right now, there's nothing in. Okay, what am I missing? I feel like this is cheating what I'm doing, but I legit don't see anything else I can really. I'm trying to check the frame, damn it! I legit don't see what I'm missing right now. I feel like I've checked everything. Alright,
What are you? Isn't it odd? I'm so. Did you lose a con? Listen.
are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so, but what? I actually glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I expected, there's something very unusual about your room. Usual, what do you mean?
So.
Switch your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find a single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been lying in here. Well, now to mention, I've noticed something I was looking around before too. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Maybe someone used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used their lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Yeah.
That's the question, isn't it? It's gotta be everything, right? Ugh. Let's investigate her body. Looking at her, it made painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and burning tears. I can't hesitate now. Why Sayaka has to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. Blah, blah. I want to give up. I want to collapse, but that helped me. I thought held me up and supported me. Okay. Okay, so, first things first, the knife. We're back. Sharp object had been thrust into her stomach that must have been the killing blow. Whoever used to kill her word to get it. That's definitely something that she'll look into later. All according to Monokuma file. Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Which does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure, but there's something sort of glittery. A sword! That's her finger and her wrist. Sorry for whatever. Also, if that makes it better. On a killer attack Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom where they inflicted a deadly wound. Okay, well, there's gotta be something else in here, right? Oh, there's that and that. I already checked that one. There's literally 2 points on here, and it's only giving me 1. There's writing on the wall. Look past that, I got a wall behind her, and then I saw... What? Your blood is numbers 11037. Sayaka does? That seems to be all. Nope. Orange house gets turned off at nighttime. Fucking helpful, thank you. Yeah, that seems to be all. Yep.
It would seem...
Look, you found it, right, Makoto? Bloody numbers. Something written in blood before. It was really her final message, as if she wrote it with life itself. I don't think like an expiring poet. The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, she was sitting that way. We found her. I mean, she must have wrote them, but turning only your hand toward the wall. If you were to write something that position, do you know what the result would be? Result?
Well?
It would be backwards.
Makoto.
Seven... Wait, what?
Makoto.
You know the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? You know, it got stuck.
What?
It's stuck. It's only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens, no problem. Bathroom door frame is added to the bullet section in your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. Surely you see right away what I'm talking about. Did what Kyoto said and shut the bathroom door. Ah, now the doorknob's not properly... What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew. Whatever it was obvious this was intentional. What, it was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
Maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girl's bathroom can lock, right? Checked her for a while, lost in thought, then apparently struck a sudden realization. She shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. I mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anybody about that? Oh, I did tell Sayaka about it last time we switched rooms. Saying it's only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. But since she was finally, he was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Or what clears it up? So I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. Well, see you later. What the fuck? Something for... Dang, I was over there. She suddenly turned in that room. Alright, cool. assume I understand any of this, but I've already given my room one last good look once over. I should really look somewhere else. I should start looking to where the murder weapon may have came from, and also I should look into the DVD side I got with that I could have no choice but see what's on that video. On top of that, I'm sure some other areas worth checking out too. Alright. So I would like to leave the area. Okay, so we have choices now. Trash room was. Oh, hello there.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Nameplate? What? Huh! I did in my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Yeah, this is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate in my name. The nameplates in my rooms were switched, so all that effort put into switching to value unknown was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? Huh. She's dead. That's sad. No shit, she's dead. Very strange. Mr. Nigel, what was Miss Miyazono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Well, joke's on you. I'm going into the trash room anyways because I want to see what's in it. Oh. Straight, you know where to get that.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. Trash room is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No. Oh, no entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
You can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Heyo. You there? Yeah. Okay, so we gotta figure out where cleaning. Who's cleaning duty? Who's on cleaning duty? Cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just happens that Monokuma told me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. If that's the one to clean duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I firmly applied for the position. It's gonna start this morning. After what happened, I haven't got a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course, it's my job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. That they give me a key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... No, because blah blah blah. Yeah, we already know that rule.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone can go in all the trash... I don't know why. I'm just trying to get evidence. Easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
No, more important than that.
You bastard.
Hey, fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I guess to say I would volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it. I
like...
dig through all the girls' trash. Looking for, you know, and poking around.
There's no way
What
to
are you
think
talking
about
about?
this
All
in
my
a
love is
common
for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kind of trash stickers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn 2.
Unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D to 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. What a guy. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Give me a break.
I'm totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that. I'm so worried about Yufumi's questionable morality. There's a very easy solution. Whenever guys clean duty side can accompany them from picking up the trash on the disposal bin. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Yufumi shouldn't clean duty. I have a favor to ask you. Oh, so you now want to suddenly join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, if you haven't helped me recover from my past trauma or save a village or beat a ball, no, nothing like that. I'm just hoping to get to the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. Alright, what a guy. He's a weird guy, and if he was a murderer, he wouldn't help so easily, but you know. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. He said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. And so him and Rita, they What the fuck are you talking about? Never, please hurry up. Leave it to me. Yes, Foggin and then... Oh,
Mr. Naegi!
Mr. Nigel. Oh, fuck. Surely you aren't planning to use a trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiends, you planned this all along. No? I just want to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking. Okay, so we got some blood here. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. What is this fucking guy? Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the sebum from a buttoned-up shirt. And now I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means that's left of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people in here with white buttoned-up shirts. This isn't enough to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. Alright. Well, what the fuck is this crystal meth looking thing on the floor here? I don't actually know what crystal meth looks like. It's just blue and crystally, so you know. Broken glass. You know, that makes more sense than crystal meth, not gonna lie. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like it's gonna use some kind of glass ball just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that? You know what this is? Let's see if you collect all... Hey! Did you know that it is in fact not that color? You're a loser and you don't even know that information. So he's a fake loser. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing I might see in a big city street corner. Gaze into it, it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Crystal ball. Alright, so it's basically a crystal ball. Got it. It's like that Mina girl is supposed to find that one guy. Literally, you're the least helpful person there is. There you go, you're trying to say who this particular ball belongs to. There's only one person can be the stage. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shadowed crystal balls match the truth ball section in your handbook. Buttons. Green button and yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This incinerator is in the way back of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Alright, it's on right now. You see the green yellow button next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay! So I turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite sad. It was off last time I was down here.
Is it a
Perhaps
fairy?
I drink to forget, but I always remember. You realize what you just said? The fairy? No, the last time you hear the incinerator was off. That's a no mistake. If I've got one thing for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I went back to the trash room since then. It's definitely one who has to keep to open the gate.
Most suspicious.
It should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... someone's able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how's that possible? Okay, interesting. The whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was, the incinerator is off and those glass shards of burning clothes were. What does this all mean, Mr. Nigel? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. I feel like he's living out with his comic book fantasies. No, it's manga, actually. I make myself sick sometimes. Alright, literally one last thing to do and then talk to him. That's a huge trash can. That's a bin, dumbass. Or dumpster. Is that we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Whatever it's used for, doesn't look tight in clues. Nice. I got a coin. Coinerino. Mr. Nigel, you seem a little down, huh? Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
Come on.
And I'll try to
come on.
You know, I trust that guy. I trust a guy who would offer schmut to someone like me. Alright, I think that's all. Was that all? One last glance in here and see if he's still in here. Yeah, you literally already said that. Oh, he doesn't know what that's used for, so you're fucking useless to me. Goodbye. Guten Tag. Guten Tag? I don't know if that's the correct word. I'm tired, okay? Alright, so let's confront some people at the gym right now. Because, you know... Oh, I know who might have the crystal ball.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Nigel? I have uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You must be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! It's just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha. Legit just walk. Oh, hello. I didn't expect you here. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay, then do you have any suggestions before I start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around, fishing blindly for clues? Sigh, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also yeah, I already knew that. It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there's one little problem, which is
as for me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. Actual useful advice, I guess. So she wouldn't go in there. Keep that in mind, I guess, for future trials. I have trouble remembering the trim. Isn't it here? Hey, here, guys. Here, step out of it. Nigel, what are you doing here? What? Does it look familiar? Ah! What's my crystal ball? Let's all smash it now!
What the heck?
I only bothered because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? What? So they actually made a glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? Said it belonged to the Pillars of History, Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. How would Napoleon get it from George Washington? So whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was this UC all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So can you say if that just belonged to you? Yeah, that's fine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry last night. Someone must have came by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it, taken it. Okay. Thanks, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. And by the way, I'm almost afraid to ask me, how much did you pay for that thing? Oh my god. Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like a million? Oh, poor guy. It's pretty cheap, actually, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too bad. You can't even feel bad for him. Hi. It's yours. If I could ask you something.
huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers mean? Might it be a code for something? Sorry, no. She like shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or maybe she maybe know more than she's letting on. Couldn't be. There's balls everywhere. And her dead body. Yeah, she really is dead. You already knew that, though. This is bad! Well... Wait, wasn't that shut? Trophies ever items. You are the most useless. Okay, well... Okay, let's look at the map, I guess, because... Let's consult the map of where we could look. Alright, someone in a classroom. Oh, her. She's probably gonna flip her shit if I walk in there. Alright, let's save. We haven't saved today at all. Paranoid about game crashing and stuff like that, you know? It says press X and I'm pressing F1. You tried. Game. Empty slot 4, because this is part 4. Okay, so. Check the classroom. Wasn't this the classroom Sayaka was in before? I'm gonna how much time it is, but I can't see outside, so I have no idea if it's even right. Speaking of which, I wonder if there's a time limit on investigation. Okay. I'm checking here, and she's gonna flip her shit. Kill someone, saving your life, and I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. What if one said it's really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day 1. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do bloods. I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know that's the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. And I don't trust her at all. And maybe if she looked at the body, she would feel guilt! Okay, so clearly some people we haven't seen yet. Yeah. You saw those two. Saw those two. We haven't talked to her, who's in the dining hall for some. Why are you in dining hall, babe? I really hope you're not the murderer. I'll feel terrible and cry myself to sleep. Are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. It's all first for me, you know, I don't have the first clue of what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall doesn't keep calm. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Suspicious. No. I've never been in here. Oh, knives. That is a good point. What kind of kitchen I have here, big and small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or better see if anyone here knows more about it? Alright. Good to know. Hey, so did you notice the one of the kitchen knives missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? That was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they're all lined up in a nice, neat row. So once you notice one of them had disappeared.
Well,
I wanted to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back to the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So the kitchen knife disappeared while you drink your tea in the dining hall. Yeah, in other words, you were right in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Now, you should be able to say for sure, because everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proved I didn't take it. Hey! Waifu. Saving my lifeu. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? God, of course not. I would never. Did you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. Never, two people become good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Useless. Okay. So, I assume there's one area I have left to go. No? Two? No, I haven't checked. I haven't checked mine / Sayaka's room yet. Like. Alright, yeah, I was supposed to check this. Yep, DVD with Sayaka's name on. Sayaka got really upset after seeing this in that video. I wonder what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking anyway. Sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Okay, so there's nothing in this room. Okay. I think this is the last clue I need to get, right? Still locked. Alright, where's the computer room again? Here's the computer room. Should be able to use on the DVD. You guys I get through in the garbage. I sat down first, we can put the DVD into player. Push play. Screen's dark for a few seconds, but then, oh god. Immaturely appeared, he looked like some kind of concert and standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of light. Same which made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, then the voice came to despise so much flow.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop
Maizono.
sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and the next moment I saw something I could hardly believe. They're all dead. These organizations are now in ruins, but I noticed even more than that. These figures of girls will simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
But we're in the video cut off. Ooh, God, that's... Yikes. No, that wasn't real, right? Also, a famous pop group, everyone knows who they are. You trying to say even he was able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone outside the world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? That's all the clues! That's all the clues.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
I'll be right back.
Sorry about that.
I just need to use the little boys' room. Alright, that was weird. Alright, smart person had to park here, so it doesn't go on for too long. I'm not a smart person, though. Let's make this a long one, shall we?
Yo!
You later, I'm waiting for you. I bet you...
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal the details of Nigel's crime. I'm not really convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Remember, Sayaka. It's really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Hey,
There's no point standing around here, so I'll resolve and step into the future.
Impossible.
Tim, we really gotta go through this class trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you I didn't do it.
What?
Whoever's stuck is
What?
here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Let's get started.
I'm
Sorry, Indiana, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. This really Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her.
What the heck?
I don't wonder who... what Perfect Sayaka is feeling right now. Yeah, I have to wonder that too. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? This girl, I really hope she's the one who killed her, because I hate her. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well then, time has finally come. Are you ready?
you know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nigel's final curtain call. You know, everyone's acting like real dicks right now. Is this really how they would, treat someone who they think is a murderer? I think they would be more afraid than, go fuck yourself, you're gonna die, scumbag! Yeah, no. Got it! Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe you're obviously leaning that way. Alright, well, let us go. I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? Scared isn't quite
hold
right.
on.
Said before, it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor. That's where I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice, try to give myself courage. I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. Step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Steel boxes I know a very heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how deaf row inmates feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obvious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh, God. Here we are.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom?
No, not really.
It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit. Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
Well, we literally said and found our seats. 2 of them are gone. Oof. These are arranged in a giant circle, except everyone can see everyone else, which also made it easy for anyone to transfer the attention onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. We're not sitting, though! And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. You want to save the... Ooh, it actually asks you if you want to save the data before this. Yeah. Right here. Okay. This is different. What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him? Even with a dead body laying in his bathroom? And what about the blackened who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? Okay. Not helpful. Truth bullets. Truth bullets. Truth bullets. Is this literally just all the information we got? Alright, well, a lot of information, but at the same time, it would be nicer to have more. I guess, I don't know. Report card. Alright, well, I mean, I got her to be a good friend, but yeah, she's dead. That's kind of lame. And where's her? I can't find her. Go over dead one. Oh yeah, there she is. Yikes. I have one skill, right? That literally all I have? Alright, cool. Wish me luck, boys.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I vote you, Monokuma, because I hate you.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
That's fucking stupid.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
No.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
I'm about to debate who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. I have to be ready to speak about everything. Because this isn't about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Yes, I would actually like to hear about this, how this works. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Meanwhile, you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use your mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the escape key during these arguments. You can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Wow, good.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Think about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation about what happened to my room. First, I'd like to take a quick sidebar. Analysts by review someone's lies and contradictions. The argument will repeat. In a crypto statement, some words will appear a different color. Did you happen to notice it? It represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots are real important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. When you see one, come up, take fire name, but only make sure if it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward arguments by holding down a control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
It'd be hard for me to do, like, commentary during this part because of all the people talking. And I also need to focus.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
You silly goose.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
You're a dick.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Okay.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
'Cause it is, dumbass!
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Well, the object goes thrust into Sayaka's stomach. Almost certainly the knife disappeared from a certain location.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they...
No,
that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Your voice is really fucking weird, I have to bring up.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
I would know, because I make food in the kitchen all day.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Yes.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Listen, I like you. I mean, I don't know. I guess the evidence does point to me, but, well, the evidence we talked about, whatever.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
I like you, babe.
You really believe that?
I believe it. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, try to slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, steadier and make it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this assumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Uh-huh.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen.
My name's Nigel.
He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
The way to prove I didn't take the knife. The person in the dining hall last night should be able to do it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
No! You fuck!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you
I really
want.
think she's the killer.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Oh, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night. All the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen and washed my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying his kitchen knife disappeared while you drink your tea and all? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Get fucked, bitch! I really hate that girl that keeps wanting me dead.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
You're a douche!
And lying to protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Oof.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice,
Oh, the bear.
do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Thank you, Monokuma. That's all we need.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
I really hope it's not her. I'll cry myself to sleep.
But can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Hey, yo!
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
We were eating each other out.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Ayo!
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Hey! That's also evidence for me.
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl?
They're both girls!
It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
You're a fucking
But if
idiot.
it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Is it a possibility that she could have killed herself? No, because there was a struggle. No, that makes no sense. Never mind. Because the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma, Hina. Okay. Hina. Who the fuck is Hina? Okay, so it's clearly not Monokuma, because that would actually be fucking stupid. And if it is Monokuma, I'm gonna fucking strangle myself with a tie. Who's Hina, though? Who the why am I trying a blank right now? Wait a minute. So it's either Sayaka's dead, and those two are in the room together. I guess it has to be Sayaka. I guess. I legit don't know.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Alright.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Ah, shit.
He did do it.
I fucking hate this girl! It's totally her!
No, you're wrong.
I'm gonna, like, actually suck my own dick if I'm right.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I understand you're gonna blame for murder, don't understand if they convict me, everyone's
Hold
gonna
on.
die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
wouldn't you say?
Thank this girl, I love her.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Thank you so much, girl.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hangman's Gambit. Swings the answer in class trial. Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. And after you choose the phrase in letters flying around, and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in a... What? Four letters. Alright, so we have a few minutes to think about this. Hair! H-A-I-R. Hair!
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit...
Which I'm not. I'm figuratively speaking, of course.
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
You stupid bitch.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Obviously.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Oh shit!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes, actually.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I like this girl. She defending me. I really appreciate it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. The object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
How did you take a picture? Oh, I guess with the probably the place you got.
True. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Gil says a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes! From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Not how many weak spots are there, essentially one lie or contradiction that's in debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. You're the truth pole on the wrong wall. Not only will you fail to refute what they said, but also lower your trust of everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine whether weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's right.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yep.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
No.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
And
That
finally,
could be it.
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
Alright.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Not because the door is locked, no, there's a different reason entirely.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
It's either the lock.
Was first attacked in the main
That's right.
room.
So it's either the lock. I think it's the lock
She
thing because
then
it's not
fled
locked.
into the
Because my door
bathroom.
room isn't locked.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Hell yeah.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
It is luck for me, so it proves that I'm not the person.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't
Fuck off,
open was
Monokuma.
just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killers who visit the bathroom doors locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which is literally everyone.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you, stupid bitch.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut the fuck up.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Again, we all fucking die then, dumbass.
Rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you...
Fuck off!
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Legitimate question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
And
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
He's asking in particular how friend she was. That's it right there. There's no way I can get someone in because... No. What?
I got it!
No, that's not what I wanted to...
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I wanted to read the description of it just in case my suspicions are incorrect. But it was the right one anyway, so we're good.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Who the fuck went in my room then?
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
From the note, Sayaka wrote?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, I would actually.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh shit. Make my argument. Let's go, boys. Dorm nameplates, yeah.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Alright.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes, that's
But
right.
in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Uh-huh.
I see. So if someone read that note,
Yes.
then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Yep.
Right. Okay, then who did it?
My first name, and then we switched rooms, which was... Well, obviously it wasn't me. Sayaka?
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Okay.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
So the wrist shows that. I mean, skip past it. Wrist shows your wrist was glittery at the injury's location, and. There's two options. It's the sword or the wrist, which has the glitter on it. I'm gonna go with the wrist first.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
As observant as always you are.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yes. I guess use non-stop to pace. Turn with next, but I'll start loading multiple truth. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, this might be hard. Alright, just take damage to your influence gauge. Press the Q key to rotate the cylinder, which bolt to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bolt, or you can use the mouse wheel. If logic goal is set to kind, fewer bolts will be loaded into the cylinder. For this purpose, logic goal is set to meet. Replica sword, chief kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay. Use the mouse wheel to change your room.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Okay, so it's one of the first two things.
And that's exactly what happened.
So one of these things is wrong. We have time. First one, the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I'm gonna say this is it?
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
I really like how he said that for some reason.
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yes.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Uh-huh.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
I thought there was a crack on my monitor, then I realized it was like a hair or something like that, or something in the game, because now it's not showing up like that anymore.
If you are going to attack with the sword, you take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that
Yeah, that's
from her
definitely
too.
a decorative thing from the game. Alright, I didn't get that.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, They took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her fucking palms! Yeah, her stomach held the sword! Fucking idiot! I swear.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
You're retarded. It was you.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything, you dumb bitch?
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
You're a fucking dirty bitch.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
I don't know how you can take that as a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka was the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Oh no.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Fuck.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I fucking hate you.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
That's how she was able to do a complete 180 with her emotions.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
No, yeah, it all seems pretty likely, honestly.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nope, that's... Alright, let's make sure.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Yes.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and
it's
more
an
like
N!
one letter?
Oh my god!
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited
What the fuck does that even mean?
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
No! Not Leah! I like this guy!
Here's my answer.
No! I like this
The
guy!
key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
No! I wanted the bitch to die!
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. Isn't that right,
Your finger
Leon?
slipped, damn it.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Something about we need to pay attention in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of, when, how. I'm gonna say when, but I'm actually not definite about this one. It's nighttime.
Shoot!
Oh, god damn it! Okay, well, that's fine.
Shoot!
Oh my god, I picked literally every wrong answer for that one. I feel retarded, but yeah, that's fine. It's basically another trial, I'm pretty sure.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Just realized that's him. I feel stupid by getting those two things wrong, by the way.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
It's a shattered crystal ball.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Or actually, you know, that's what I do.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it.
That's right.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Fucking throw it!
I got it!
Obviously,
The killer
throw
simply
it!
took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
And that's why the sleeve was not completely...
Come
Ah!
on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually
I feel
went
stupid
inside
about that
the trash
fucking
room.
trash room question though earlier.
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at
Oh, and he's a
least
baseball
30 feet,
player.
right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
If he was an ultimate fan fiction... No, not 50 baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
I really like this guy.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
I would like to hear more. Everkiss has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you can give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events in the form of a comic book? What? You notice in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Only good luck. What the fuck's that even mean? Wait, no, that's not right. Oh, I'm an idiot. 20 minutes to do this. Okay, so... I might as well start from, like... So this is actually harder than I expected it to be. I can do the stuff on the left easily. That goes there. So we took the crystal ball. Wrapped up the ball. You wrapped it up and threw it into the incinerator. This is actually cool that at the end of it's like a comic book. That's actually like really sick. So I get it. It starts off with him going into the room. Then wait, so if I shoot it gives me a hint, right? First a psychic attack killed and I have to notice something in my room. Notice something in my room. The thing they noticed was the sword. Use that object to deflect Sayaka's attack. To hit Sayaka's wrist, causing her to drop her knife, right? Force the bathroom door open. The only logical way to could have done that was with the toolkit, right? 1, 2, 3. After she's done, she's trying to leave something behind, which is this. I feel like it's cheating doing this, but whatever. The only thing we have left is dropping the knife in that. And there's 2, right? No, there's only 1. That's how you're able to break the wrist with the thing, by the way. After killer counts, what do they do next?
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
I don't know if I did this all right, but I hope I
But
did.
then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Nice, right, that's right.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. And there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Hey!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
Yes! What? Does this end? Fuck! This is a long video. I'm sorry. Sometimes in a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. What happens if you have to engage them in a head-to-head battle? You like to refer to as bullet time battle, aka BBB, by the way. You're fine. You have to destroy your opponent's segments in time with the rhythm. Ooh. A rhythm game? How? Hey, I'm confused. This is scary.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
I wasn't paying attention to how this worked. Oh my god. I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. Terminal time value take damage. I didn't know the controls. It didn't say so it's right mouse to lock on. And fire bullets. Reload is tab. Thanks for telling me this game.
Stop talking.
Thanks for telling me this game.
Everyone knows it's him, and I'm still the loser.
Fuck! Fucking shit! Fuck!
Is this really the end for all of us?
Did I just waste an hour and 20 fucking minutes? Yes, I want to give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yes, I do! Oh my god, for a moment I thought I just wasted all my time. I'm an idiot. Alright, I get what I'm supposed to do now. I get what I'm supposed to do now, and I feel really stupid, by the way.
When the killer removed this instead,
I repeat, stupid.
And it's tab to reload, right?
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
It's really simple. I'm sad that I messed it up.
Stupid. You lied. Where's your proof? This should prove it.
I feel really fucking it up, honestly.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit?
Why would he have it
If
on
I'm right
him?
about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I was gonna get to 10, so he'd be like, you fucked up, you retard. Oh my god. Alright, we got an A. But if I did better on that last thing, I feel like I would have gotten a better rank, and now I'm mad. 76 medals? That's a lot.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What the fuck? Oh, this game's really funny.
Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second, Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
He admits it.
So, that's why...
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You just expect me to accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we did wrong. What we came up with really the truth, and the truth was the Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. For all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. If I couldn't handle what I saw in there, if I was her and that video had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, no way out is probably waiting for me.
What?
We can't afford to be stuck in here. Something more important is those dreams are friends. I see something that happened to them in Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream, even mean some things weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Why, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yup, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing for us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all for everything. It's all your fault. Tell your friends. Oh, don't.
That's enough.
Yeah, please, thank you. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I'm sure would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoid punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's
Yeah, that's
it.
it. I was just protecting myself in a moment of self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After you shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way back into your own room, then you came all the way back, broke into her room, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No, that's not. Stop it. Enough of this. Oh. Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? Can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him! Oh, that's what I was saying, not Monokuma. Swa? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We wouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation to mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. That's kind of justice that awakened within you? Shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get with it. Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
Oh no. Oh. Is that a gun? Or is he gonna be pelted with baseballs to death? Oh, we all have to watch?! I give that a big yikes out of 10. Fucking hell. Fuck. Yeah! What we saw, that was a true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
I can't take it.
We have to keep doing this, I just can't take it.
Well?
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful fuck me. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
Why are you putting it up to young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I don't think that's possible. It's possible. Fuck!
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying are quite fit together. Piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course, we can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure one thing you'll learn, all the mysteries of this school, you think, fuck me, man. Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure.
I've been playing for 2.5 hours now. Goddamn.
You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
Not everyone's freaked out. We got some freaked out, and then there's some who are just like, just another day. Just like Daddy's gone. Left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned into reality. Even after he's gone, we all sit there, forever unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We're all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Nigel, can I talk to you for a second? She moved closer, whispering into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Oh! It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
Shortly before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. Even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. How the fuck do you know that? Can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Psycho would know for sure. You can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Your final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The writing. Yes! The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. Even if she didn't care about what happened, she never would have left a message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why your plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? It's because you're the kind of person who could overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving
Correct.
forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. I see that you revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm Fucker!
What?
You're kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Fucking god damn it. 12. Well. See you next time.